All right. In the High Sierra, Lake Tahoe. So another episode of JAYSTRAYS. This is going to be episode 63. We're up here. We've got a brand new inflatable kayak that we're going to be using. We're going to get marching down to the water and get this thing inflated. Thanks for joining me. Headed down to the beach. I found a little roadside marker. It had already been pulled out of the ground, but it looked like a perfect walking stick. So some of these little trails are a wee bit precarious, and one must exercise extreme caution when bearing a load would be the recipe of success. And I'm coming down a side trail from the normal trail that I would be using. This year they're repairing a parking lot that I've been using since the late 80s to get down to the water. So we have had to park in an area that is a little bit off the beaten path, but you can see there's this perfect bypass. JAYSTRAYS. All right, we've got it inflated. We used our 2004 Coleman quick pump, and which is kind of hilarious because it says quick pack. So I used the quick pump on the quick pack, and it's all Coleman. You can see how beautiful it is out there in the lake. You can just call this Coleman Lagoon. You can see the little fishies in the water, actually. Yep, I can see those little fish right there. That is just amazing. Yeah, you can see them right there in the sun, hopefully. I can see them with my eye, so hopefully the camera's catching them. But yeah, they like to lurk in this little area. It's like a little lagoon. Up there is a place where I can jump. And so this is the seat. And basically how the seat works is you have to, and it's actually the backpack holder. It's where the boat is actually inside of. And so what we do on this guy is you fold it over, and you get the Velcro. You see how the Velcro matches? The Velcro to match. And I tightened down the straps and tucked them in the pockets. And this thing has straps. It's got straps to hook it in. And you see this. And so how this works. See that Velcro there? I want it to line up with this Velcro. So let's see if it wants to behave itself. So I would just say just use an edge of it because it wants to secure to this bottom right here. I knew that was going to happen. All right. And then these guys, you want to use your straps here, and it's going to secure to this guy, like so. Your backrest, and this is your seat. There's the other one. I need to get a little bit of slack out of it. Music rights go to Bob Marley in the background. Another party in the background. Let's flip this guy around, because otherwise it's not going to line up. All right, there we go. And if you guys watch my shorts on this channel, you'll see that I just actually put up Julian Marley this morning. I'm filming this. Oh, this one's backwards too. So spin it around. There we go. Saw Julian Marley at the Alpine. Now you can adjust these straps and make it go all the way back. I'm gonna test it out and see how it fits, but there's some room right there. All right, JAYSTRAYS. We got our kayak paddle. We got our PFD, got a helmet. Got to be safe out here, so we're gonna suit up, get this thing launched. JAYSTRAYS, episode 63, Kayak Lake Tahoe. Somebody's got the right idea. They got the hammock up there between the two trees. I just want to show you some other unique features before we're fully outfitted. So we bought this new Coleman cooler. This is on sale on Coleman's website, and we got it at the same time as we ordered this kayak off of Coleman's website, and it is perfect. It's got everything that we need. We've got a nice wrap, hummus wrap that I made that's in there. I made that this morning. I got some bottles of water. I got some beers. We'll just pull out a bottle of water here, stay hydrated. But I wanted to show you this unique feature here. And then let's just park this water over here. And let's just button this up, show you how this buttons up. A little flap goes over it. And look at that. Snug as a bug in a rug. Food, water, libations, the whole 9 yards. That's how we do it at JAYSTRAYS. We don't mess around. We always stay outfitted. That's one of our mottos, is being outfitted. So sometimes we need to acquire some new products so we can keep straying. All right, so all we need to do is secure our Coleman dry bag, and then secure our NRS dry bag. As you can see, we've got bungee tie downs on the front and on the spray skirt on the front, so I can secure both of my bags, and then we can get in the water. All right, thanks for joining me. Seems kind of chill. Let's see if we can work our way out. Alright, JAYSTRAYS, episode 63. Kayak in Lake Tahoe. And a new K5. Got quite a bit of choppiness. Now you can pull the spray skirt all the way down. I'm keeping it kind of half on, half off, in case I got to swim for it. Now this isn't too deep. And this is really where I want to be, is in this area, because it's kind of like a lagoon. All right, pretty peaceful out here, guys. See a soup guy. He looks like he's way out there for a reason. It's probably less chop. A little less chop. It was glass when I pulled in at 9:14 a.m. But that's how many boats have already gone by on the lake. They've created giant wakes. So, show you some of this coastal perimeter here in Lake Tahoe. And here it is. Still, it's August. And you can see snow on the Sierra over there. Still got snow melting into the rivers. A little bit of chop out there. A little bit of chop. We've got people who jump off the cliffs. You guys saw my video last summer. I was jumping off that cliff over there. Let's see if I can safely spin around. You can see where I pulled out from. right over there. I came out of that little cove. And it just gets super choppy in that little hole right there. So it makes it a little bit difficult to get out. Uh-oh. And then you got a couple of power boats speeding. He's coming over to see his friend. That dude's gonna have some chop. There's gonna be some chop from that. So we gotta set ourselves up for it. Okay. Right here. Now if you want to look right up there, top of that tree is a bald eagle nest. Bald eagle. And pretty spectacular to see the eagle land there and feeding its offspring, which I have done. I've seen it. Haven't filmed it. That'd be a pretty cool JAYSTRAYS episode, is to kind of film it. Now, ye boat close to shore and the distance, if you can see in my camera, that is what's called Chimney Beach. So at one time there was a home right there on the water, right on the beach, here in Lake Tahoe. And here comes that chop. So here comes that little chop. So we're gonna kind of put our boats into the chop. So try to eliminate capsizing, or mitigate is the word. Yeah, you can feel that. Yeah. So you guys have seen me in all my kayaks now. I got that green Jackson Nirvana, which is a creeker and downriver boat. I've got the, if you watch my kayak video, where I'm at the, it's like a mini kayak video, and I happen to be in Colorado at Carmody Rec Center doing my roll in my red rodeo kayak, which is for tricks and things of that nature. So I got a trick boat, downriver boat, and now I've got this inflatable boat, but this thing is in a backpack, so this is self-contained. You folks saw what I had there. So I have 2 dry bags. I also have a cooler. Oh, we got, whoa, chop's getting me. Need to come back around. Chop's kind of getting me. Yeah, you can see the paddle borders way out there. It's probably less chop being way further away from the shore, but we like to just kind of tool around here on a Saturday. There's probably some good swim abilities here. Get out of our boat, do some swimming, and you see how clear this water is. It's probably the purest water on earth. Cleanest air, cleanest water. And I'm a beneficiary of such factors. You get a chance, just a shout out to Wander Hussey. She was up here and she was at a place called Secret Cove. The Secret Cove is down that way yonder, and she literally, she goes over a lot of the same territory, not the same places, but the same territory. So she's in close proximity. She's got a YouTube channel, Wander Hussey, but she was just at that Secret Cove, which is around yonder corner, which is a nude beach. And so we came in down Marlette Creek, which is in between what's called Sand Harbor and Secret Cove. This is a pretty happening spot. You see all the boats starting to show up and take up, post up over there on the beach. That's why we're kind of over yonder here. We're gonna see if we can wiggle our way down here a little ways. We can just kind of a little further. Oh, here comes that chop. Old Chop, our friend Chop. So I see all these boats passing, so I kind of have to just face my keel towards the boats. So I'm cutting through the waves instead of being perpendicular. Well, I'm perpendicular to the waves as opposed to being parallel, is what the words are. JAYSTRAYS, Lake Tahoe, summer 25. What the hell with Coleman? Coleman, or Coleman Isle. It's pretty trippy. Look at that orange. It's like lichen. Is that the word? Lichen? Or lichen? Because you can see that orange off in the distance on some other rocks, but it's really pronounced on this one. And I see a garwood. Look at that thing. There's a garwood right there coming. And still a little chop. We're going to see if we can still make our way in. You know, we're a whitewater kayaker as well, so we do have some skills to pay the bills as far as navigation. Uh-oh, are we getting in here? Uh-oh. Are we getting in here? That's what I like. A little choppy. A little chop. A little bit of chop. Oh, we made it, dudes. Whoa. We totally made it. There's a little handle right here. We're getting close to Coleman Lagoon. Oh yeah. Pretty choice. And then see there's another spot to jump where those two little kids are up on that rock. We're gonna do that ourselves. Because why not? It's summer. Nice. Sliding right in. All right.
It's just him. It's just him. Dude, it's just him.
Made it. All right. They say twice is nice, but 3 times is the charm. We'll go one more time on the jump here. And folks at home, you know, Lake Tahoe is an optimal destination. Whether you're a Wonder Hussy and you're at Secret Cove, or you're Jay and JAYSTRAYS and you happen to be all the way at Chimney Beach, I'm ready to jump off a cliff and kayak. Uh-oh. We got some fresh meat. Some fresh meat. There's a special step. You have to show her where the step is to get up. JAYSTRAYS likes to be helpful. All right, coming through. All right. Rock and roll. Ayatollah, rock and roller. On a scale of 1 to 10, how was it? 8? That's what I'm liking. All right, we're ascending to the Jeep. It's quite a hike. This is the part that most people don't like, and you can see why. It's all vertical, and there's been some thoughtful people who put in granite stair steps like this, and it helps me. And I know I'm getting close when I start hearing the traffic from the road that runs beside Lake Tahoe. So yeah, I can see it up there. We're almost there. All right, see you at the car. Okay, well, that's gonna wrap another episode of JAYSTRAYS, episode 63. So there's the setup. So you got the whole backpack. The boat fits in the backpack. Just to keep this in mental note, if you get this set up with the Quick Pack K5, it is much heavier after you go in the boat. It takes on, you know, moisture, and it's heavier to carry up here. So I might want to do some special stabilizing of these braces to make them longer, and put some more foam in there because of the load, the bearing of the load. So that's just one critical element that could be, you know, able to make the whole adventure even more plausible, because there's so much hiking involved from disembarking from the vehicle down to the water. So there's the whole setup. You see the Coleman dry bag and RS dry bag. Those are both tied together, connected, riding on the back. Boats inside. Everything's here. Self-compact little system, except for the cooler, which I was hand carrying. I already put inside my vehicle. So that's gonna cover our JAYSTRAYS episode this time for episode 63. Thanks for joining me. We'll keep some more cool adventures. We'll find other lakes and other bodies of water to try this puppy out. So thanks for joining me. Leave any comments or questions. Give me some suggestions, ways to live a life less sedentary. Take care.